Hi there, welcome to this week's Weekend Warrior video. I'm Mike Watchmaker, National Handicapper for Daily Racing Form. A major day of stakes racing across the country on Saturday, and the three races I'm going to talk about for this week are the Wood Memorial at Aqueduct, the Commonwealth Stakes, and the Ashland Stakes from Keeneland. Let's begin with the Wood Memorial, one of three critical final Kentucky Derby preps on Saturday. And the whole purpose of the Weekend Warrior column since I debuted it many years ago was a search of betting value. And, you know, betting value doesn't always have to be a $20 winner. I mean, $20 winners are very, very nice. It's great to have them. But sometimes betting value comes in different forms. And the reason why I say that is because the horse I like in this Wood Memorial is Tacitus. And Tacitus is the 5-2 morning line favorite. And if Tacitus is anything close to that 5-2 in the morning line, I think he represents significant betting value. And the reason why I say that is because Tacitus, I think, by far has the most upside of anyone in this field, and especially going a distance of ground. And the reason why I say that is because I thought he was very good winning the Tampa Bay Derby in his first start this year. It was his first start off a layoff. It was his first start against winners. It was his first start in a stake race. It was his first start going two turns. And yes, he had a nice trip, but still he overcame a lot of firsts to win decisively. And I think that race will only set him up for stronger performances going forward. And if Tacitus, like I said, is anything close to 5-2, I think it's betting value because to me, he's better than 50-50 to win this race. Just as an aside, in the other two major final Derby preps this week, one of them is the Bluegrass down at Keeneland. And I think the two morning line favorites, Vekoma and Win-Win-Win, are kind of vulnerable. And I think Some Like It Hot Brown has a little bit of a chance to upset. Some Like It Hot Brown is a question mark going on the dirt, but he has won two races at 1 1/8 already, and this Bluegrass is at 1 1/8. And everyone else in this field, and he has 13 opponents, none of them have won it at 1 1/8. Many of them haven't tried it. So I think Some Like a Hot Brown has a chance to upset. As for the Santa Anita Derby, game winner, obviously, at a very short price, will take a ton of beating. But I think Instagram merits some inclusion here, at least in exotic wagers, only because while I am skeptical about him going a distance of ground, it looks like he's in total control of the early pace. All right, let's move on to the Commonwealth Stakes at Keeneland. That's race 6, and there's just a ton of early speed in this race between Recruiting Ready, Uncontested, Bobby's Wicked One, and Richie's in the House. I just think the pace is going to be contested. I want someone who can close, and that someone is Warriors Club. Warriors Club did win this race last year in an upset at 23-1, and he overcame some stretch trouble into the stretch. He was in traffic. And that enabled Limousine Liberal, who's also in this race, to get first run at him. But Warriors Club still managed to prevail, and that was very good. Warriors Club made his return from a 4-month freshening last month, going 2 turns at Oakland in an allowance race. He made a very nice run from off the pace. Yes, he was pace set up that day, but still made a nice run from off the pace. It was only caught late. He's got every right to improve off that performance. In fact, he's worked very sharply since then. And I love to cut back a distance from 2 turns to an extended sprint for him. So it's Warriors Club for me in the Commonwealth. Let's close it out with the Ashland at Keeneland. The Commonwealth is race 6. The Ashland is race 9. And, you know, if the jaywalk of last year shows up, she'll probably win this race. She was most impressive winning the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies in the Frizette, and she was champion 2-year-old filly last year. But she was not good in the Devona Dale. She surrendered without an excuse, finishing 4th in that race, and I gotta see this race from her. I can't really strongly endorse her. Feedback and Restless Rider are both very nice fillies, a lot of talent between her, and they would be the ones logical to capitalize. But I'm going to take a shot here with Lady Kate, who's going to be a big price. Lady Kate made her second career start last time in her first attempt around 2 turns in the Suncoast Stakes at Tampa, and that was on Sam Davis Day down there, and the rail was profoundly dead that day. And Lady Kate, late on the far turn, went to the rail and raced on the rail for the rest of the race. And she finished second in that race, but I think she would have done better if she had stayed out in the middle of the track where the better footing was. In any event, she is going to have to improve to compete with these kind of horses, but she's only had 2 starts. She's got every right to improve. Her last effort was way better than I think it looks on paper. And I just think she's a long shot with a puncher's chance. So it's Lady K for me in the Ashland at Keeneland. That's it for this week's Video Weekend Warrior. Good luck.